Alright, so friends, welcome. We're playing some Standard, and we're playing kind of the hot new card in like every format. Proft Eidetic Memory here. And this is like the Doomwake and a number of others used to win an RCQ last weekend. And we played a similar deck in Explorer last week, which is kind of cool. And we've experimented with this card a little bit in Standard as well. But this card's kind of dope. 2 mana for an enchantment when ETBs draw a card. No max hand size, I guess. And then being in combat your turn, if you draw in, for every card you draw beyond your draw step, you put that many plus and counters on a creature you control, and you just do that every turn, which is pretty insane. So we got a bunch of card draw stuff here. Obviously, Ledger Shredder is great in this deck, drawing cards. Evangel of Synthesis, kind of a fun little draft card, making its way into Constructed. And we got, most importantly, perhaps Steam Core Scholar, which combines the memory to make a Sarah Angel, which is super cool. Shieldred, obviously very good here. We're drawing a bunch of cards. And then we got a real cool one here in a bulk rare, Ingenious Prodigy. Blue X creature Skulk. It draws a card every turn by moving a counter from it, and then Proft can put counters on it. So if you know where I'm going with this, you put the things to go. They go together. That's how it works. So Siren removal spell is gonna get the idea, and that's it. That's the deck. So let's get right to the games. Brought to you by, is it still March? It's still March!
Get ready for March Foil Madness when you order from CoolStuffInc.com. During the month of March, each Magic the Gathering order will receive a free foil, with some lucky customers receiving a foil rare or one of these special promos. Get your orders in now at CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Frickin' March Foil Madness. CoolStuffInc.com. Promo code Jim5 also on the play chat. Coming at me, and yeah, sure, it looks like a draft deck, but why not? We can keep this. This works. Yeah, random Skull card. I feel like your average Magic player has no idea what Skulk even does. Like, I don't do college sports really, so I had no bracket for me. Oh boy, we do the Profts. Okay, that was that's the piece. Now our hand really works. So. Get the memory going here. Having 1-drops is important in this deck because like you're gonna be able to use the first trigger on Profts immediately, which is kind of cool. So this is insane. Draw Spell Pierce also. So now you can just like double spell. We can play Scholar. We can Spell Pierce up. This is all great for us. Draw Dark Slick Shores. Need to be aware of perhaps a No Moralize. Just cast this Evangel. See if I'm on a counter or not. The counter is fine. If they don't, also fine. We have a Siren to play. Sure, No Moralize is totally fine. We're holding Spell Pierce for like for a sweeper, so I'll just play Spyglass Siren and pray we don't have main deck temporary lockdown, right? Please don't. I don't know why I say these things. Alright, blue, we're good. Alright. And then Dark Slick Shores, we got Steam Core Scholar here. We're just gonna Scholar it up. Let's play Scholar. And leave a Spell Pierce. Try and counter this while I defend. I don't think so. I think Super's more important. So here's Scholar. Kind of cute also that the Vigilance gets around a Wandering Emperor. Alright, so I think this is, we're going to keep Spell Pierce here. We're going to decline this. Discard Prodigy and land. And then, do I want to map or leave up my Spell Pierce? Could depopulate. I'm just going to attack. So let's go to combat. Put the counters here. Let's spread them out. I also want them on I think they can attack. So just do this and jam for 5. And now we also have the post-Wrath Shieldred too, which is kind of cool. So, kind of fun. She's Shieldred in a deck where it's actually like a synergy piece. So, what's up, Blunt Lord? They have a Ganjo. That kind of sucks. Oh, you can mention the bed sheets that I have. What brand? I love the stream. I gotta get sponsorship from them, alright? That's what I gotta do. It's Sheiks. It's like SHEEX. Alright, so draw Restless Reef. It's kind of awkward here because, like, can't play this into a rat. They could have a Wandering Emperor. Alright, I'm just going to map twice, I think. Map on the Scholar and see what happens. We need a land, unfortunately. Map on the Scholar again. We have a Reef now, too, which is kind of cool, so... Gix? Yeah, we'll keep that one. Alright, so let's jam. They have an Emperor here. It's kind of annoying. Will we Spell Pierce the Emperor if they have it? I think we might, actually. Alright, they didn't have it, so here's a Reef. So now we have, like, Shieldred, Post-Wrath World. We have Reef for Post-Wrath World. Fortunately, Explore does not draw. Memory Dealer, which is fine. So when you explore, you're not drawing the land for the triggers for this thing, but... Again, the cool part of this card is that, like, the floor is just so high. Just 2 mana, draw a card, put a counter on something. And then it just sits there. And, like, you're going to get more counters off it. It's freaking gravy, you know? Which is awesome, so. That's Spaceman. How's it go, folks? YouTube, folks! Hi. I fancy meeting you here. Do you want to hit that like button and support the content? Or not? Like button. Subscribe. Support the content. Do the things. Sunfall, please. Sunfall and you're dead. That's 9. We do have no max hand size. Very, very important. It's not actually important. I'm just kidding.
This is my true form.
Get out of here!
Get off my...
You're dead! God, I love Spell Pierce. I need a God, I love Spell Pierce compilation. Freaking love Spell Pierce. Boom, Milieu. And, yeah, they're up by main deck lockdowns. But they are just a blue-white control deck. Alright, so we're going to bring in our Duresses, probably our Cryptocoat, Negate, Stroke, Spell Pierce, Kaido. Cut all the cutdowns. Going to cut most of the Go for the Throats. Shoulder isn't very good here, honestly. It's like they have removal spells and things. Consider Spyglass and Duress. Go for the Throat. Need to keep some removal spells in. Kind of hard to know what to cut here, honestly. I want to keep my threats. I want to keep the counter spells. Yeah, Shoulder's like... It's such a weird card, because, like, obviously, if they don't have anything, they just die to it. But, like, when they answer it, you know, 1 for 1 or whatever, it's, like, not particularly great. I think with all of our counter spells, we're trying to lower our curve anyways, so just dump these. Then I gotta cut 2 more. I think I want the Cryptocoat. 2 Go for the Throat seems like a reasonable number. Maybe these Prodigies are a little, like, shade one of these, they're just a little weak. Shade one of those. And... just no idea what to cut. Not a clue. It feels like we have a lot of good cards in the matchup, so, like, it's kind of a little overloaded here, but... I mean, Gix is obviously really good. Scholar's, like, very good, but, I mean, maybe a little bad against the Wrath. That's not even true, I don't think. Cutting a Consider is, like, makes the Shredders worse. Let's gotta Consider, whatever. Yeah, actually, what's gonna land? We got 23 lands. We can get 22 lands on the draw. We've lowered our curve a bit, too. We like cantrips as well. Just freaking cut a land. Cut a land, just do it. Alright, we got Prodigy, Memory, Coat. We're keeping this. We got the Prodigy and a Memory draw. So again, this thing is a 0-1. X gives plus and plus counters on it. Every upkeep you may remove a counter and draw a card. But like Memory will put counters onto it, which is kind of cool. So we're gonna play it as a 1-drop, I think, right? I guess if we play it as a 1-drop and they counter the Memory, it's like really bad for us. But I've already played my land and didn't play Reef, so whatever, just play it. This really does suck if they counter my thing, though, so... Yeah, and then Skulk means that things bigger than it can't block it, which is obviously very weird. So yeah, if they just, like... I don't know, Spell Pierce now? Yeah, I think this was a very bad play, honestly. Let's see if they get punished or not. They have the No More Lies here. Our hand gets really, really bad. God, we're so lucky. So lucky.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
So now we have this 1-2. Every turn we can draw a card off of it and then add a counter back onto it, which is cute. Drawing 2 Spell Pierce is also nice. Here's a Mirror because they have a lockdown. Alright, sure. That kind of makes sense, right? So they have a lockdown. So they 2 for 1 us, but it's actually a 2 for 2 because you drew a card. We draw Duress. We're going to Coat and Duress next turn. So let's resolve Cryptocoat. Just do our thing.
It's closed itself.
And we reveal a Kaido. Not a good card for Cloak, but it's fine. They have a somewhat awkward mana with Mirrors. I mean, we have a million Spell Pierces and stuff. We need more pressure, obviously, but... Alright. Scholar's pretty good here, at least. I think we're going to Scholar and then probably leave up Spell Pierce. Let's see what we draw. Could Duress too, I guess, but let's draw 2 lands. We draw Stroke. Discarding a Spell Pierce just, like, announces that we have one in our hand, basically. Could discard 2 lands. I want to keep this Reef, I think, too, so... Three cards in hand. No double white yet. This is hard because all of our cards are really good. We could just discard the Reef in the Odawara. How many Reefs are we playing? We're playing 3 Reefs. The question is are these 2 creatures enough to go all the way? And I think the answer is probably, honestly, just like 4, 4, 4, 4. This is 4 pieces of interaction. Maybe this is wrong, but I'm going to keep my spells. We have a 4-turn clock. 4, 8, 12, 16. Close. That was a awesome draw. Alright, so let's duress them. I have Duress, Stroke, Spell Pierce, and Memory. Pretty good draw. Nice cheap threat. They Quick Study in response to my Duress. That's fine. Take a look. Their hand is the Wandering Emperor. Make Disappear. No More Lies. Deduce. So their hand's pretty good. They have these counter spells here. I can just obviously not play into them. I think I'm going to Spell Pierce their Deduce, actually. Because they only have counter spells here. So just take the Emperor, Spell Pierce the Deduce, and say and just kind of rock it. We could also just play Memory and Spell Pierce their counter on it. If they draw exactly a sweeper, I like that. That's better. So let's go. Let's duress the Wandering Emperor. Let's cast Memory, and they're going to cast Make Disappear on it, and we'll Spell Pierce it. And so their hand will be Deduce, No More Lies. If they draw exactly a sweeper, we lose. Otherwise, we untap and win. So let's take this. Let's draw a card here too. So cast Memory. They're going to cast Make Disappear. We're going to Spell Pierce it. Also, cashing in one of our Spell Pierces now is pretty good too, because like they do go a little dead as the game goes on. So they did Make Disappear. We Spell Pierce this. Everything is proceeding as I have designed. We've got Cassie and so Cassie, when Cassie gets out of the bath, he has like a towel that's like a cloak basically. It's like a over the head. You wear it like a cloak. He has a dinosaur one, and he has like a hood one. Oh, that was terrible for us. That was the literal best draw in their entire deck. Okay, that's really bad. I guess like we could still sort of work it, but but yeah, Cassian has his little hood, so he wears his little cloak. I call him a Sith Lord, and he has the Force Lightning, and he goes, it's awesome. Anyway, shit, yeah, that was by far probably the best draw there, besides the sweeper, but the best draw in our deck, maybe even better actually. So we can like Shredder here. They'll probably try and counter it, and then we'll just Spell Pierce it and then consider. Like, that was gross. Just totally gross. We got a lot of triggers off the Memory here, at least. We can make a 5/5. Make the Shredder. Consider. There's No More Lies. They make an Incubate token. Smurl! Resub. Thanks so much. Here's Spell Pierce again. Here's Shredder. That was my second spell, though, actually. Never mind. No, I can't grow this. I can play the Consider, but... Alright, so another Shredder. I don't want that, I don't think. Alright, so we draw. Oh, that was a good draw. So I have one counter to distribute. It's on the Scholar, I guess. Alright, so we got Sarah Angel in the air, but now we're like obviously shields down for a turn. If I get to untap and play Scholar, hopefully draw land maybe, we can do some work, but here's the deuce. More incubators. Sarah Angel's huge, and it's cool because they can't Emperor it also. That's a pretty nice little side effect. Correct this clue. Alright, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Why don't you start investigating over here?
Alright, untap and draw. Did I just bottom that card? Did I just bottom that card? Alright, so now the question is, I'm going to Scholar and look for a land, I guess, right? Yeah, sure. Alright, let's play Scholar. They figure a counterspell. It's very bad for us, but unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Alright. That's bad. That's really bad. I have one card left, but I just jam and throw those away. Just get it for 5. Put them to 3. Yeah, because then if I double spell, I have 2 lethal attackers. Let's do this. Let's attack. So we lose the ground feature here, which is almost irrelevant because I have a million ground blockers anyway. And now they're at 3. If I just draw any spell, I can Shredder, Connive, counters here, 2 lethal attackers. So that sucked. Play a land. 1 card left. We draw Consider. That was a pretty good draw. Leaving up Disdainful Stroke here. How relevant is that? Only really relevant if they drew the card the Wandering Emperor, or if they have a March of the whatever it's called. So we could Shredder and then Consider, or we could just cast Consider and leave up the Stroke and just try and draw another cheap spell. Best case would be Duress, I think, but I think we're just gonna go for this. Tight game, though. We've cast like 2 Spell Pierces and a Duress this game, too. The game's still pretty tight. Alright, let's cast our Consider. Double Connive. A lot of looks. I mean, now we can't cast Stroke. Or we can't cast Stroke if I draw a land, exactly. Discard a land. Discard a land. It sucks. We want to discard a spell and draw a land. Alright, that works. Alright, so counters go here. One, I thought I would just Scholar, because I want lethal damage this turn. That is the goal. The goal is to present lethal. And it worked. So cool.
After it was all over, we took us in the house of service.
Who's here? Alright, Karn's here now. On the play. We got Dub, Siren, Shredder, Consider. Hands great keep. Have to decide how I want to work this Shredder, but Sola Grottos, what is up? Alright, so Darkslick Shore, Siren. Here come the sirens. Alright, maybe Domain deck it looks like. Think that makes me want to cast this Shredder now. Just get it in play. We don't need to try and get value off it because they probably can't kill it on turn 2, so then next turn we can double spell, connive, maybe map. Find those Spell Pierces. What do we got in main deck? We got 1 Spell Pierce. We actually have 1 counter spell in our main deck. It's 1 Spell Pierce, which happen to draw it a lot. Second Shredder. Alright, we're in. We're going all the way here, folks. They can't Wrath yet, so here we go. Karn's gone. Discard extra Shredder. Discard. That's tough. Because, like, I want the bigger attacker, but Consider will draw me a spell, probably. I have his maps. I have to start Consider. I'm just gonna beat. Just gotta beat here. Make a map token. Attack for 3. Say go. Nerd Girl resub. What's up, Nerd Girl? Go for the throat. That's not ideal. Alright, so we're going to map. Top card is Ingenious Prodigy. Yeah, I guess it's fine, right? So, like, I attack first 8. And they either cast Wrath and I cast... Yeah, sure, keep this on top. I also just want the damage, too. So even if I were to bottom it, I could go keep it on top again and then bottom it this time, but... They hit the Prime button on you. I'm glad you found it. Welcome back, Nerd Girl. In for 8. Alright, so say go with lethal on board. The Sushino Experience. First time chatter. Everyone say hi to the Sushino Experience. The Sushino Experience. It's hard to say. I apologize. Bruh. Any first time chatter that begins with bruh is where I'm at. How do you build a metagame, keep trying to climb out of platinum, and I keep running into weird rogue decks to drag me down the ladder 3 rungs every win you get? I mean, if you're losing to rogue decks, it's like, it's a lot about gameplay, honestly, you know, just like think about why you're losing. Oh, look who's here. All right. Hi there, hello.
We came to say bye.
Bye? You going bye-bye?
No, you are. Do the Force Lightning.
Force Lightning? He's not wearing his Sith hood.
No, he's not.
Alright,
He's Palpatine right now.
what are we... We're gonna get Sunfall next turn. Sorry, Carl reset, thanks so much. What are we doing here? I can't attack and play this thing, so let's get Sunfalled. So let's just attack and see what happens. Let's start there. I guess we could... No, it doesn't work either. Alright, I should attack. Yeah, I think that when folks get frustrated on the ladder, you really got to be examining your games more closely. So you're probably making mistakes. You could be playing better. You know, that's true. That's true of most Magic players all the time. So, all right, I guess we just say go here, which kind of sucks, but just like say go, get Sunfalled. Yeah, until we have our counter spells in, this is, I mean, not great for us. They get to cycle, look for a binding, sure. I mean, they have 2 white. They should untap land and a Sunfall. I can't look. I can't look. I'm not gonna look. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna go okay. Everything's good. No problems here. They're going to play a Dirtily Dinosaur thing and a tap land and say go. And we're going to untap and kill them. Hey, it worked! Alright, so we're going to bring in Stroke, Negate, Spell Pierce, Duress. We're going to cut the Shieldrids, the cut downs. We need to cut, like, some number of Go for the Throats. Maybe we should keep them all in, actually. 3 is, like, a pretty reasonable number. And we got to kill our angels and stuff, too. Gotta cut one more card. These probably just kind of bad, right? We can't afford to tap out for this card. I might want these Shieldrids. They're not great against them. They have sweepers and, like, bindings and stuff. But it's actually good against the... Beanstalk. This card just seems really bad against them. Let's cut these. Let's leave the Shoulders in. Alright, let's try this. Uh-oh, folks. We've been caught.
They have a warrant for your arrest. You're going to jail.
Doomwake's here and says, nice deck, Jim. It's mine, thanks! I built it myself with my own cards and my own ideas and my own thoughts.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. This is obviously Doomwake's deck. I stole it. Alright, so we're going to mulligan this stinker. And that's also a stinker. Alright, we're going to 5, folks. Gotta have a good curve against Domain. So let's just ship it. And hope this Consider finds us some gas. Alright, so this guy's gone. Probably just been a land here, too. We just keep Consider, Spell Pierce, Stroke, and just try and draw like a good 2-drop and then do our thing. Obviously not ideal on 5. It's all Doomwake's fault. That's what. I just bought that card! Alright, well, that's not a good sign. Probably going to game 3 here, but we'll see. End step Consider. We'll find us a Murex. Nope. Find us a Steam Core Skull. How about a Memory? Nope. That's actually pretty good. Evangel's pretty good here. We can do this. Evangel. And we'll loot away this Go for the Throat. Or Second Scholar. I think it's Second Scholar, actually. And say go. Uh-oh. The long goodbye. And that's really bad. So they have a draw of 2 mana removal spell into Stomper. Yeah, we're just super dead here. We draw land, so we're still sort of, you know, sort of in it. I just don't know if our Steam Core Scholar will be fast enough. This card a flyer or an instant or sorcery card. I mean, we obviously could go Siren Shredder all at once. So basically, we should make the most aggressive plays possible because we're so far behind. You need to like hope they don't have it. Like hope they have one thing and we can deal with it. What's up, Jones? Thanks for resub. So like, Shredder basically means we have to go Siren next turn. I guess if you draw a land, we could beat Spellpierce also. Starting Go for Throat's scary if they have one of the Angels, and they do have this a Sun Dinosaur actually. All right, I'm gonna start Go for the Throat. Alright, so just try and draw like a land. Maybe you should go Shredder, Siren, Connive, Spell Pierce, Untap, Stroke. We lose to a lot of stuff here, but it is what it is, you know? Gabe says, games feel like they were decided too soon. We're both at 20. What do you mean? Like, this game's been going on for a while. I mean, we'll get to 5. It happens, you know? I think the standard game's going on for quite a while, honestly. And the only real deck that like is ridiculously fast in standard is the and when the Convoke deck has, like, the turn 2 nut draw, like on the play especially, it's sort of like, alright, I guess, you know, but... Alright, we draw a land. Now they can actually just play Sunfall through Spell Pierce. They don't have Cavern on Angel, so like if they have an Atraxa, we can counter it. This is tough. This is tough because Shredder wants to play multiple things. We need to leave mana up too. But attacking for 2 is just like so bad here. It's just such a small thing. So maybe our best hope is that you just like have Sunfall and don't have a 7th untapped land. Yeah, they're attacking for 8 next turn too. We just gotta go here. We're just gonna do our thing. Like, we're probably dead, but all right. So here's Siren, Connive. Ouch. It's got to be Memory, I think. So now we have 5 power in the air, possibly 6 with the thing, and 2 counter spells. Gotta get these counter spells. All right, so make a map, attack for 2. So now we have 6, 6, 6. So we have 3 attacks for 6, assuming our map hits. But as I said, basically everything has to go right for us to win this game anyway, because we mulligan to 5 on the draw. So ideally, like, they get Sunfall, we Spell Pierce it, we untap, we map, get a counter stroke. That'll also be terrible for us. All right, that's the next game. Right, you got me. All right, mulligan to 5, tough game. What are you gonna do? Game 3 changes. I don't think so. We're happy here. All right, on the play. Ugh. Tilt. All right, so we'll go to 6. I mean, it's not great, but we're not going to 5. So, all right. I mean, we're gonna consider on 1. Hopefully, find a just some sort of a threat for turn 2. All right, here we go. Take a look. Don't want Odawara. All right, Shredder plays. Next turn can be Scholar, I guess, but. All right, they do not. Oh, that was sick. All right, they do not have a binding yet, and now we have Duress and Memory. That's pretty gas. That was a really good draw. All right, so we're gonna go land, Memory, and then Duress. On Memory first. All right, and then we're gonna Duress it up. Prefer to draw a spell there, honestly, for my Connive. I'm gonna pump this thing up. Start. Oh man. You gotta discard the consider, I think. We should need counters. So we'll be able to attack for 3 this turn. And then next turn can be Scholar. It's kind of hard to negate, though. I mean, Duress will help, too. So we Duress, next turn Scholar. Yeah, let's just grab this. Alright, so Duress, they see their hand is double binding, depopulate. So they have a 2-mana binding. They have 2 2-mana bindings, a depopulate, and an Archangel of Wrath. We have a negate, obviously. They have Stomper next turn, too. That's pretty gross. It's probably got to be a binding. If it's Angel, too. Jeez. Alright, so probably a binding. And you can always just negate the depopulate. Ugh, that's gross. Not good. Right. I was sorry for 4, I'm sorry. Alright, I mean, they go land Stomper. I go land Scholar. And then I probably need to spread out the counters, unfortunately. They can get a Swamp here, too. Draw a Go for the Throat. That's not a great draw. Alright. So, let's just draw Spell Pierce or Duress, I guess. Oh, I can't even negate this freaking thing. I was like a turn off on my sequencing. Shit. Well, now we're at some doo-doo. They have a spot removal spell and the populate. They've got, maybe we can go for the Throat the Angel. So it just comes down to, like, my options are play Scholar and try and hit one of 2 Spell Pierces or one. So we only have 3 successes. It's pretty bad. Sashino, new sub. What's anywhere from welcome? Yeah, I mean, I think I agree it's attack and pass also. I'm pretty damn sad about it, though. We'll play the land. So, like, Again, having the 2 answers is pretty bad. Here's an island. Yeah. Draw another shredder. Damn. Alright. I think we just cast Shredder. Maybe they'll not cast the binding response and cast it in combat. That'd be really stupid, but we're probably going to negate the binding, so maybe it's bad actually, because now they just... They've drew long goodbye too? Oh my god. Alright, yeah. They kind of had it all here. Sushino, yes. Follow the instructions. Integrate your thing and you'll be in the Discord. You're a sub now, so you're a pod driver. I mean, we're just getting wrecked. It's hard to see a winning path here, unfortunately. They channel herd migration. They just cast the angel and kill my shredder, but I kill the angel. Then I like draw land and resolve a scholar, make it a 4/4, negate something, but like it's just so bad. Alright, so land, angel, try and kill shredder. Domain's the worst match, to be fair. Okay, that's fair. I don't think it would be that bad. It'd be like cheap counterspells and stuff, but like, I guess this hasn't felt pretty good, so. Alright, so we kill this. They still gain some life. So we need to draw like a land here, and then we need to draw, not that land, a different land. Okay. Sure. Sub Mike. The problem is they have the binding and the wrath, so it's just like hard to. Whatever. I'm just gonna play this. Play this. Counters here. What about the counters here actually? Spread them out so the binding isn't as good. Try and get it to populate, and then not sure where we go from there, but Mike reset. Thanks so much. Oh my god. Oh, stop drawing the best card every turn. We draw Dark Slick Shores. Okay. I mean, we get to reef them, right? It's not the worst. I can't binding the reef. Can't block. We have a Takanuma. That's the only reason for us to mill ourselves is Takanuma. Milling them is probably not viable. Yeah, sure. Alright. And, I mean, 6 is a hit. Or 13. Play land and say go. If I draw another land, I can negate up also. Now the Stomper can block the reef. Need like a lot of things to go right here. That wasn't one of them. They didn't have to use the populate or the binding yet. Okay. Already used to go for the throats. Yeah, I mean, we're just dead. This angel's just gonna solo us, like, even though it's not even that good. Just like at this point in the game, we don't really have like, we don't got any cruisers in our deck. We played an explorer version of his deck, I don't know, last week, and I was playing 4 treasure cruise, obviously, which is a big deal. So we don't have that ability, unfortunately. So Segyo. All right. I mean, so if they draw like actual nothing ever, and we draw some stuff, maybe we can win. Possibly, maybe. See, that was supposed to be an Atraxa, obviously. That was supposed to be like the, I say that, they draw Atraxa, we all laugh about it, have a good chuckle, and then call it a day. But all right, so Evangel of Synthesis, sure. I mean, I draw a card to populate. I think I just freaking discard this thing. Whatever, just cast a Wrath. Let's Scholar, try and draw a card here. All right, cool. I'm in. That was actually a really, really good sequence.
Bingo.
Now they Wrath, I draw a card, and I can play Shieldred. And that could be like a possible path to victory. God, stop it with this thing! Alright. God. Unbelievable. Alright. I guess we gotta play with Shieldred. So, yo. Some tap they got there. No, don't attack. No. Slow down there. Hold on, buddy. Wait. Come on now. Really hate these games where, like, we could maybe possibly win, but we're probably not going to win. We just got to keep playing. Oh, my God. All right, let's draw. Give me a life. Let's attack. All right. I mean, sure. I want to be. Kind of worried on main phase of that, right? Take some damage. Take some damage. We killed the angel. We did it, folks. We got him. You got him. All right, you got him. All right, GG. GG. Tough matchup, tough games, tough mulligans, etc., etc. On the play. Ugh. Shipwreck Marsh. Why do you got to be like this, huh? I can't mulligan his hand. Question is just how am I going to play it out? We go like turn 1 Siren. We could map on turn 2 maybe. Just draw a land. That'd be cool too. We're going to keep, obviously. We're just deciding what we want to do. I think just Siren on 1. My map on 2. Do I have time for a challenge redemption today? Yeah, I could do that probably. Alright, map it up. Here come the Sirens. Domain again. We draw Consider. Alright, so that's what's gonna happen. The map says another memory. We can ship that. Attack for 2. So next turn, Memory Consider would be kind of cool. Or Memory Prodigy, maybe? They have no turn 2 binding. We miss on land again. That's not cool. Probably should play the Evangel now, actually, because we want to just put more stuff in play. This helps find a land either way. It adds more power. Maybe just should play the Memory. This adds 1 power. This adds power on future turns. But this adds a lot of power anyway. This is bad against a binding, I guess, but whatever. Draw a freaking land, please. What's up, Pablo? Or you draw land. I guess that's, something. So, attack for 3. I mean, next turn we can Scholar, maybe. Let's see what the deal is. We'll do it after this match, F7. Up the frickin' beanstalk. And they have domain for a binding now, unfortunately. We draw another land. So we could go Scholar and Consider. And, like, move the counters. It's tough to play around binding and wraths, We are going fairly tall. think I want to go wider. I'm going to play Evangel, I think. They made Prodigy on 1. Let's see what we draw. Draw another Go for the Throat. I don't need 2 of those. Real squeeze, you know? Well, this is a mistake. So they are playing the Leyline Binding pre-com... Oh, they're playing the memory, maybe? They want to kill the memories, makes sense. Sure. That's, like, probably bad for us. Because it means I might have it to populate. But what can we do but attack for 3? Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to cast this for 1. I think we're in trouble. Need the counter spells, you know? Swear Domain was like the best deck for a while. Then it completely fell off. Mostly because of Ban Toxic was a thing. And now it's like back again with a vengeance. Main deck March of Otherworldly Light on my 1. That card didn't even seem good. That's great for us. We draw a cut down. That's not good. And now the question once again is, do you want to go all in or not? They only have 1 white source, so they need to have an untapped white source to attack with. I'm just going to shove. Scholar discarding cut down is awesome in these matchups. Alright. Another Reef isn't bad either, honestly. No Almond Hawkers, unfortunately. Alright. Reefs are good. I don't need that many. Alright, so sure. Let's attack for 6. I mean, they are, like, closing in on being dead. Alright, sure. Alright, well, that's the untapped white source. So we deal 3 here and get Sunfalled. That's probably going to be game. We draw... Not even sure. So they get the Beanstalk. Alright. That's something. We Memory Scholar. Oh! Gross. Alright, just throw these 2 lands. I think I want the land in play, except for the marshes too. So counters here, say go. 5/5 Scholar is big, but I mean they have full 7 cards in their hand. Remember, folks, first time hit that follow button on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. My name is Jim, pro Magic player, full-time content creator, recent haircut getter, Sky2 network enjoyer, and good-looking man. All my TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. What do you got, Domain player with 7 cards in hand? Can you beat my 5/5? It's actually, like, close to a lethal attack next turn with the Scholar, but... just, like, hard to picture them having 7 blanks in their hand, you know? Or cards that just don't matter. Their hand's like Atraxa, Stomper, 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 something, you know? But... more with the haircut? It's a number 3. Everywhere. Bzz, that's it. There's land 7. 2 mana up. We draw a Shipwreck Marsh. Well, we're all in, folks. What are we going to do? What's up, Swamp Dark Ritual Necro? First time chatter. How's it going? Team Law Mentals. Love it. Okay. They got to have binding here, right? Like... I go to the barbershop. Damn. This is insane. Hold on. So they're going to Besage you this. That gives me enough mana to attack with a Reef. I don't want to do that, though. That's just a bad trade, I think. So Alright. Let's get a land. Again, could fire up the creature land, but trading for the Stompers is very, very bad, because I'm probably going to Wrath next turn anyway, so... Take 5. I mean, now we have Go for the Throat also, so like if they have an Atraxa, we can like kill the Atraxa and maybe kill them, hopefully. Dan says, hey Jim, I've said it before, but it needs to be said again. I love your TikToks and your content. Thanks for all you do. Why y'all being so nice today? Y'all being so nice. It's Monday. Just a random Monday, and you're all being so nice. Appreciate y'all. Alright, yeah, this is obviously a Wrath. So we block here. And we've got this Restless Reef. That's Archangel of Wrath. Perhaps that was a bad block on my part. Yeah, that was. I didn't consider Angel of Wrath. Hi, I'm Jim, pro Magic player. Not very good looking. Not very good at Magic. Not a very good streamer. Not good at anything, actually. Yeah, that was a horrendous block. Okay. So, they get to kill both my creatures. That's bad. That's bad. Alright. So... let's kill this Angel. They still have a blocker, too, which is terrible. C'est terrible. Alright, so... fire up a Reef. And I can't afford to fire up second Reef. Alright. Jim, I hate your content. Your TikToks suck. Alright, so we're targeting ourselves, I guess, because we have a Takenuma in our deck, and they have nothing relevant, so... even if you kill it before the trigger goes off, it still uses last information for the lifelink, so unfortunately it cannot stop lifelink there. They flip and jump. They got 3 cards in hand. I mean, like, if they had bricks, you know, they have, like, land, something stupid, but... alright, so, say go. We do have lethal Reef attacks next turn, so if their hand is, like, all bricks... alright, so if there are tracks of bricks, just 10 lands. 10 lands across the board. It wasn't 10 lands. They found the binding too. Alright, whatever. Alright. Alright. Game 2. It's Pierce, Stroke, Negate, Duress. Cutting, cut downs. These Prodigies seem kind of bad against them. Just like never actually attack for profitable damage, really. Want to go for the throats, need the creatures. I mean, Sheoldred's like not good against them, but like maybe it's a post-Wrath plan. Just do this. Yes, this is Doomwake's deck. I said that already. I'm not a thief. I just play one on TV. Alright, so this hand kind of sucks. We're going to keep. I'm tired of mulliganing. We should have a 2-drop and a counterspell. And lands are pretty good. We'll try and make it work. Obviously, we have a lot of looting, too. So, like, we draw a spell to connive with. We can discard one of these go for the threats we don't really need.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
You ever feel like the arena gremlins just watching the game? And just like, it'd be funny if you drew this card. Alright, yeah, we're dead. Instant migration, yeah. I mean, we gotta put a clock in. This is not a clock, obviously. So that's our third go for the throat. We drew the case go for the throat.
Mystery sound.
Yeah, we're just freaking dead as shit. All right, so we draw another. Yeah, we're just all right. I mean, just about the worst draw steps possible. They're at 21. Haven't even damaged them yet. Just kidding. They're at 24. Get a mountain. I mean, their mana's awkward at least. No double white, no double green. Oh, never mind. Alright, we just have to counter this. We just can't let them, Hopefully their hand is just like, Sunfall, 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 Traxa, Traxa, Traxa. And we can, like, maybe, I don't know, mize out a win here. Alright, top card is Duress. It's kind of gross because, like, we just don't want that. Because like, you just need threats, you know? I guess we could, like, Reef next turn, maybe. I need to keep it. Ugh, gross. Alright, I'm gonna play the land too, so we can get our Reef on, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I should have bottomed. I don't know. Now they have to like have the planes in their hand too. I need to have an untapped planes. We didn't know about that planes. So, all right, yeah, all right. We'll just we'll back it up here. Hold on. Actually, hold on. Let's do this. No, all right. So clearly not a great matchup, and clearly we didn't draw well enough. But yeah. So let's get our stats. No, I did not have fun that time. Actually, that was not fun. All right. Alright, so stats-wise, this deck does seem gas. Obviously, the domain matchup seems kind of meh. Doomwake is in chat and says the domain matchup is kind of bad. Deck seems awesome, though. The memories, I love seeing a deck with Ledger Shredder in Standard because this card's so freaking good, but doesn't really have a home in Standard. Not convinced of the Prodigies. They do seem a little finicky, but pretty cool. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Deep Cavern Bat in this deck. It, like, wears counters well. It just, like, plays well against Domain, other decks like that. The card's obviously really, really good. So, like, maybe a few bats could be a thing, too. But, like, I don't know. Deck seems sweet. Again, this kind of shell of just, like, Memory, Shredder, Steam Core, we're seeing in multiple formats now, which is pretty fun. And that's pretty cool. So, more to play on stream. You two folks, all of you like, comment, subscribe. You're all great. Peace.